good to get away from all that crap on YouTube, all the trolls and the live streams. It's so peaceful. That sound. That horrible sound. That horrible sound. That banshee-like sound of 1,000 rotten kids trying to contact me on Skype to tell me how wonderful I am. And then if I can be in their review or be in their series, Oh, it's just MPS. Great.
Robbie, what's up, my man?
Robbie? You're calling me Robbie now?
Yeah, I think it's a cool nickname.
What do you want, Matt? I'm on vacation.
Vacation? You mean every 8 months after uploading a review?
No.
Why'd you take 8 months to vacation anyways?
There we go. How old is this joke again?
I think ever since you returned in 2011 after an 8-month hiatus, so 4 years.
Matt, do you actually have something interesting and constructive to tell me, or are you just here to bust my hump?
Enterprising Engine 93 released the next episode of Season 3 of a series.
That's dynamite. Call me again when you make another one. Till then, I don't give a rat's
Hey, I'm not finished! Listen, I also wanted to ask you something, alright?
You did?
Yep, I was wondering if
Want to do a crossover with you?
Would you?
Sure!
Really?
No.
What?
Matt, I don't do crossovers.
But you have in the past.
Like when?
Like with Ted.
That was because we met in person. Besides, I already appeared in a crossover with the two of you anyway. Is that not enough for you, Matt? How much is enough?
I don't know, I guess when we're living together?
Yeah, when we're in a retirement home.
So, 50 some odd years?
Make it 70.
Well, that settles it. We're roommates. I swear I've heard that somewhere before. No, that line. It's from a cartoon or something. Oh yeah, Square Bob Sponge Pants. Hey, just asking, if you do, God forbid, die, knock on wood, could I possibly have your Thomas Vermeulen collection?
He's gone under. He's gone under the boat. He's gone under the boat. Yes, it's too easy. He's a big, smart fish. He's gone under the boat. Something. What the heck is that? Ow! It's just a Sodor Bay Tugboat. And it just decided to tip my boat for some reason. I gotta make a new review.
Hey guys, MrMPS here.
And Winrow Reviews, reluctantly here.
Oh, chin up, Rob. This'll be fun.
Matt, don't make me go Honorable Chairman Rob on you.
You wouldn't.
I would.
Alright, before Rob turns me into a communist, let's get out of today's review. Today, Rob and I are going to be doing crossover.
Sodor Bay Tugboat!
Okay, I want to do the Troublesome Break fan, but whatever.
Did you just try and defy me, peasant?
No! Sodor Bay Tugboat's great! Real great.
Good.
And you know, it's time for backstory. Ted left. So it's a good thing I just randomly had a recording on hand of him giving the backstory of the Sodor Bay Tugboat. Take it away, Ted.
Thanks, MPS. Now, the Sodor Bay Tugboat.
Whoa. No. No way. There's not going to be a three-way crossover. God, that sounded wrong. But anyway, look. If I have to submit myself to this ridiculous custom of crossing over with someone else on the internet, it's just gonna be me and Matt, alright? No one else! Especially not some stupid Canadian. What did that race ever do for the world anyway?
I don't know, Rob.
Whatever. Sorry, recording of Ted. I guess you're not needed anymore.
What about hashtag backstory?
Shoot, Ted, or you'll be expelled from the Thomas Wooden Railway Committee Politburo!
Oh, but...
I said out! Be gone with you, right now!
Okay.
Wait a minute, if that was a recording, then how are we just talking? Whatever.
Now then, Matt, my boy, are there going to be any more interruptions? Are there? Because there better not be. I swear to God, there's one more interruption. I'm going to abandon this crossover, and I'm going to go do one with Mr. Conductor Fan 1406.
Not Mr. Conductor Fan!
Yes, Mr. Conductor Fan.
I'll stop. Just please keep doing this crossover with me, Rob. The Sodor Bay Tugboat is great. Great item.
Really? Good. Okay then. Well then, today me and Matt are going to be talking about the Sodor Bay Tugboat. The Sodor Bay Tugboat was first introduced in 1992-1993 as one of the first water vehicles in the range. The tugboat remained practically the same during the course of its availability, with the only main change being the color of its funnel. The 92 version had a black funnel, whereas versions released post-1994 had a red funnel, such as this one here.
The tugboat was included in 3 sets: the Day at the Works set, the original Roundhouse set, and the Percy Takes the Plunge set. While the tugboat was discontinued individually in 1998, it could still be found afterwards in these 3 sets when available. Unlike the other simpler items released during the earlier years of Thomas Wooden Railway, like the Troublesome Break Van, the tugboat was not based on any particular character from the books or TV show.
Yeah, even the Troublesome Break Van was at least based on the Laughing Van, seen in the episodes Pop Goes the Diesel and A Close Shave. The tugboat, on the other hand, is merely an invention by learning curve, though clearly based off a real tugboat that would have been seen in a real harbor during the same time and place as the books and TV show were set. Tugboats were frequently seen during the course of the show, throughout all the seasons, and it's possible the tugboat was made as a tribute to the show Tugs, which was a short-lived Thomas spin-off produced by David Minton, starring a fleet of anthropomorphic tugs. But for whatever reason the tugboat was made, it was a good one, because the tugboat is a cute little item that broadened the range of wooden railway from just being wooden trains. And you guys know me. I love the simple stuff. That's all it is. It's just a simple tugboat.
Hey, why you gotta call it simple? Who are you to judge?
No, I didn't mean anything by that. I'm being honest. It's just a simple tugboat. That's it. No stupid gimmicks. No flashy colors. No stupid, ugly CGI face. No, it's just a simplistic tugboat. That's all it is, through and through. Nothing more, nothing less.
I don't know, man. I still look at these decals on the side of the cab as a face. I mean, I'm looking at this from every gosh darn angle I can, and all I see is 2 big eyes and like a mouth that's just shut. He looks surprised about something. Maybe he got caught with his hull down or something like that.
Okay, anyway, there's actually something kind of funny about the tugboat. See this peg at the end? Yeah, well, it's the same peg that they use on like a buffer, right? So, feasibly, if you can attach a piece of track to a buffer like so, then you could attach a piece of track to the back of this tugboat. I mean, they just recycled the same part and used it, right? Or it should go on. Well, there. There you go.
The tugboat has a piece of track sticking out the back of it. Beautiful. Anyways, I think that since the Sodor Bay cargo ship also has that little nub on its front, a connector was meant to be stalled so that you could tow the cargo ship with the tugboat, but obviously this was never released, otherwise we'd have it right now.
Interesting theory, Matt. Would a rubber band work?
I mean, yeah, you can attach a rubber band to it and it stretches. I'm sure it would work. I don't have a Sodor Bay cargo ship to prove it, but I'm sure it would work. Although, if you want me to prove this theory, be sure to send me a Sodor Bay cargo ship at my address. An interesting fact that you may not know is that in the 1994 catalog, the name of the boat and the decals of the life preservers were left off its sides. Despite the fact that it's probably a prototype, sorry to go all 808 on you guys, it's still interesting that these little mistakes were allowed to slip past.
This of course happened while the company was under Roy Wilson's control. I'm not surprised. That man allowed his employees to be incompetent. It's probably why the white-faced troublesome truck, for instance, exists in the first place. A mistake on his part. That's why I had to kill him.
Excuse me? I thought he was killed for fleeing from a policeman.
Anyway, since the Sodor Bay Tugboat is, well, a boat after all, it begs the question, can it float? Let's put it to the test. Well then, here we go. Okay, this bothers me.
Oh boy, here we go.
Look, the Sodor Bay Tugboat was just about to become my favorite Thomas Wooden Railway item, above the Troublesome Brakeman or the Flying Scotsman. But after this, it just kills it. The fact that it's a boat and it can't float just blows my mind. It's a boat! It's supposed to float on water! That's its purpose! How can you give a kid a boat and expect them not to put it in water and for it not to float? I mean, what do you think they're gonna do? They're just gonna play with it on the ground? No! If you give a kid a boat, the kid's gonna wanna put it in water and see it float. That's the whole point of a boat. If you give a kid a car, for instance, let's say, they're gonna wanna go and run along the floor and pretend that it's a car. Well, what if you get in the car, right, and it didn't run on the floor? That wouldn't make any sense. So if you give a boat to a kid and it doesn't float, you are cheating them. Does anyone here remember Great Adventures? It was this series of toys back in the mid-90s based on all these historical figures. It was really cool. They had knights, cowboys, and the coolest thing, of course, was they had this really neat pirate ship. It had a mast, a cannon, it was really cool, all these little figures. And one of the really neat things, though, is that it could sort of run along the ground, right? Like it was on water. But, I mean, when you give a kid a pirate ship like that, because I got one as a kid, I thought, hey, this thing would be so cool in the water, right? So that's what I did. I filled my bathtub up with water. I got the pirate ship all ready to go, all the figures on it. I put it in the water, and guess what? Tipped over and didn't float. Now, I know that the tugboat doesn't sink, and neither did this pirate ship, but if it can't stay buoyant like this, if it can't stay buoyant like a normal boat does, then you're just cheating the kid. And that's what I felt like. I felt like I'd been cheated. I'm like, what? This pirate ship would be so cool if it could float. The fact that it doesn't just sort of defeated the purpose of it. And I know it was meant to go along the floor, but what kid wouldn't want to do that? Fill up a bathtub of water, go to the beach, and actually reenact, as real as possible, an actual battle with a real pirate ship. Or, use the tugboat in the water. I mean, I don't know. If you give a kid a toy boat and it can't float, well, it ain't no boat. End of my rant.
You done? Took you long enough. And hey, okay, do you ever consider that maybe they tried to make it float, but it didn't float? I mean, not everything can float.
They float, Georgie. They float.
Shut up!
But Matt, the thing is made of wood. You'd think it'd be easy to float.
So just because it doesn't float, you hate it. Flawless logic.
No. I still like it. I mean, you know. After all, I still play with that Great Adventures pirate ship all throughout my childhood. I mean, all I had to do was improvise. I would just, you know, put the ship in water and then I would just hold it up and I could still have fun with it, you know, just tip now and again. I mean, I don't know, the tugboat is still cool for, I don't know, its novelty, I guess.
Alright, but wooden railway isn't meant to be played with in your water. I mean, the wood could, like, chip the paint, or it could get in between the wood and, like, crack and swell it up. I mean, you don't want your Sodor Bay Tugboat to be busted, right? Would you rather have it busted and float, or playable?
That is true. I mean, getting this in all wet kind of worries me, but I don't know. It seems that they did a pretty good job at, you know, covering it out with paint, so I don't think it would swell up and split. Nevertheless, though, I mean, the tugboat is still a great item. You know, just the fact that it can't float. It's really its only flaw.
I agree. I really like this item too. It's really unique and cool looking. It's small, it's got a cool size, and it really looks good on a dockside set. In addition, it also stands out from other boats like Captain or Bulstrode. I mean, you can really tell it apart from them. It's a really cool, unique item, and I really love those cool, unique items that, you know, there's just sort of random one-off items that you can't really find anywhere else. So, with that being said, I give it a 9 out of 10. Well, that wraps up this review. That was fun, huh, Rob?
No, I'm never doing a crossover with you or anybody ever again! Never! Now get off my screen!
What? Rob? Rob hated the review. But I thought I was a good co-reviewer. I open my eyes, I try to see, but I'm blinded by the white light. I can't remember how, I can't remember why I'm lying here tonight. And I can't stand the pain. No, I can't make it go away. No, I can't stand the pain. How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life, I just want to scream. How could this happen to me? Oh boy, Rob's calling me back. What do you want, Rob? You're gonna say something to make me feel even more sad.
Matt, grow up.
Okay. Hey, how'd you get that goatee?
What do you mean?
Well, earlier on you had a mustache and sideburns, but now the sideburns are gone. You have facial hair on your chin. How'd you grow?
Thank God that's over with. Now I can finally work on my crossover with Mr. Conductor Fan 1406.